Welcome to my podcast, Live from the Heart. I'm Anne-Claire Miret, and I invite you with my podcast to live and contribute a little bit more from the heart every single day. I am very happy to talk to you today about a project that I've been nourishing for a very long time, and that is finally happening. I had a vision years ago of me doing retreats in the tropics, and I wanted to do it already for a very long time. And I've done it in 2020, January 2020, in Koh Phangan, Thailand. I had found a house and I created a company and I did one retreat with 10 people. And it was amazing. And I loved it. Every single part of it I loved. And I planned another retreat 6 months later and I had to cancel because COVID. And here I am, 4 years later, finally offering new retreats. So this is a brand new chapter for me. I live now in another country because I live in Bali. And I'm super excited to offer retreats here in Bali because this is a place which is really dear to my heart. This is where I met my husband. This is where I did one of my first internships about naturopathy in 2014. This is a very healing land. And this is also a place where I can feel my heart is open. This is a place where I can feel that I can soften and I can receive and I can be inspired. And this is also what I want you to experience. So the very first retreat that I'm going to offer this year will be in May, from 3 to 7 May. It will be in my house in Ubud. So not in this house, which is close to Canggu. This is where I live with my husband, Christian, and we live by the beach and it's just beautiful and quiet. But I want to meet you in Ubud. And I did find a house in January in Ubud, which is my place, my creative place. So I consider it being more my place than Christian and I, because I found it and this is going to be my creative place. And there is going to be a lot of pink and sage and all of the colors that I've chosen. And I'm doing all the renovations and all the decoration with someone. And this is a place where I feel deeply inspired because this is right in the middle of nature, but still in the city. And I have access to everything walking distance. And it feels like such a creative space. And actually, the person who was there renting it before me is an artist, is actually a composer and a singer. So this is the perfect place for me. And this retreat is 4 days. It's without accommodation, but we will share with you, if you decide to join, we will share with you a list of possible accommodations and tips so that you can find the perfect place for you. And we will meet late morning until evenings and work together. And what I want to work specifically on with you is your ability to access prosperity no matter what. Because your prosperity is not tied up to the choices that you're going to make regarding your vocations. I can feel it in my bones. The way I've created my prosperity doesn't depend on what I create. It depends on who I am at core. And because I have this inner knowing that I'm now able to own the value of who I am fully and just express my uniqueness in the world, whatever I choose to create is going to be successful and is going to be rewarded by financial abundance. And this is what I want you to walk through. It's not going to be easy 4 days, so I recommend you not to work during the time that you're going to come here. Well, you can work before, you can work after, but take at least a week so that you have time to arrive, to just manage the jet lag, and then have the full 4 days, and then afterwards have a little bit of time for yourself, and then go back to work. So take time off. I also recommend you to not come with anybody, or maybe you come with someone, but you take a few days off and you don't meet the person in the evening and in the morning, but really just come back to yourself during those few days and not come back to someone that you've known for a long time and knows you in a specific way, because you're going to allow yourself to just reconnect with parts of yourself that you might have forgotten for a long time, and that you're going to really allow yourself to be renewed and have deep shifts. So what I'm offering is really folding time and so many exercises and rituals and so many things that I want to guide you through. with my energy, my vibration in my home, sharing my tips and everything that I've been through. So this is completely unique. This is exceptional because I've not done that so far. I have a very successful money course called Make Money from the Heart in French that I've done already, I think, 5 times. And I'm considering bringing it into English this year. So let's see if I find the time to do it, but I would like to. And I've recently published my book, Millionaire from the Heart. So there's a lot of tips in there too. And I've done private coaching and trained coaches. And I have so many things that I've done about abundance, but I've never done yet a retreat about abundance. So this is the very first one. This is very exciting. Also, I've grown so much since I've done my money course and since I've wrote the book, actually, since I've written the book, because the book has been finished in September. And already so much has happened to me in the past 6 months. And I have so much more to talk about and so much more to share about. And I myself have attended a huge, magnificent VIP coaching day with my coach a few months ago. I've attended some retreats about abundance. And there are so many things that I've experienced in person that I couldn't have experienced by reading a book or by experiencing online courses or coaching, that I also want to share that with you. And this is so valuable. And I feel that having met my coaches and having experienced them in person had kind of authorized me to download some of their specific codes and some of how they live and how I can live too. So this is just amazing. And this is what I want to do with you. It's going to be with a very small group, only 7 people, because I don't want to have a big group. I want to be able to know everyone. I want everyone to be able to talk in the group and find this cocoon that we're going to create as a safety space, a safe space, so that you can fully meet yourself and express yourself. The retreat is going to be in English. French people are welcome if they speak English. and it's going to be fun. It's going to be beautiful. And if you want to participate, if you want the information, please reach out to me or to my team. And there's an application process because it's in my private space. It's in my home. And I want to feel the vibe of the people while applying so that I can choose a group which is going to be harmonious, and so that I choose the right people, which is the right vibration for my place and for what I have to offer. It's super exciting, and I would like to thank you for your trust and for also share my excitement about doing this beautiful event and meeting you in person after so many years working online. So this is the first event in May, and then the second one is coming up in July, late July. 23rd to 30th of July. And this one will be with accommodation, not in my home. It's going to be in a beautiful resort called Gidas. And I have a story about that because last year, I think it was May last year, I went to a beautiful resort for the spa. And the spa was called Bali Eden. And I went there for a half day. I had the Balinese experience with the bathtub, with the flowers and the massage and everything and the scrub and all the things that you find in Bali. And it was awesome. And then when I went out, I had a drink at the restaurant and it was gorgeous. Like they have this beautiful swimming pool with those chairs, and it's just like the day beds and everything and gorgeous view. And I thought to myself, oh, wouldn't it be nice to do a retreat here? It's gorgeous. I really want to do it here. But I was not ready. I had just landed in Bali and I was not ready to offer retreats yet. It was too soon, just arrived. And I had a nice chat with the people there and they said, yeah, you should come. And also we're creating some kind of a biohacking spa. It will be ready in a few months and you should come back. And it just planted a seed in my mind that it would be possible. And then I forgot about it. I completely forgot about it. And then I inquired places to just do retreats, and I talked about it to a friend, Ulrike. It was in November or December, and then she said, oh, you should go to this place that I know. I've already negotiated some prices there. You should go. And so I went to visit another place, and it was nice. And I got a quote, and I was almost ready to do it there, but they didn't have space in the summer, and I really wanted to do it in the summer. I had a feel that it had to be in July or August. And And they told me they could only do late October. I was like, okay, late October, it's so far away, so far away. And then I had a session with a psychic from Canada, Jordan Fletcher, that I talk about in my book, Millionaire from the Heart. And Jordan told me, I had a feeling that you should go visit GDAS and that you should inquire if they have space for your retreats. And I think you're going to love it. And the founder is also a writer, and he told me it would be a good match. So I committed to myself. I said, okay, I'll go. Next time I go to Ubud, I'll go visit GDAS. And so I went there, and it was the same place that I've been to for the spa like 7 months ago. And that was just mind-blowing for me, because I don't know if you've already come to Bali, but there are thousands of resorts. It's just full of resorts. So the fact that it was the exact same place obviously was meant to be the most beautiful synchronicity ever. And so I didn't continue the negotiation with the first place I found, and I started to talk to the other one. And so it's done. So now we've decided it will be late July, and this is a writer's retreat. So this retreat is going to be amazing, let me tell you, because I love writing, I love writers, I love people with creative projects, and I want to support you. If you have a project in your heart, whether it's a novel, or if it's a guidebook, or if it's an inspirational book, or if it's just any long format written content that you want to give birth to, it can also be a thesis or something that you've been working on, which requires deep focus, then this is the right place and time to do it together with me. So in this writer's retreat, it's going to be my first ever, like the same with the first abundance retreat. I don't have other dates for other retreats on the same topics or other topics, because I want to do those two really well before I get to offer anything else, okay? So let me do those two, and then we'll see. This writer's retreat is going to be for 15 people. There is the possibility to rent a little bit more rooms if a lot of you want to apply, but I can imagine maybe between 15 and 20 maximum, but 15 I think would be already good enough. And what's going to happen is that you're going to have a gorgeous room for yourself, no shared room, because you need to have time to think and you need to have time to write. So this is not a cheap retreat where you're going to share the room or a dormitory or whatever. There is no even this option. It's like solo room, that's it, single room. And you're going to have a view and a bathtub and all the right circumstances for you to find the piece that you need to write. And then every day we're going to meet in a group, in a circle, and I'm going to share tips about writing. And I'm going to offer you journal prompts and things to free your creativity and really tap into your creative powers and really unleash who you truly are inside, so that you dare to be the great writer that you know you can be. So we're going to work on that. Plus, we're also going to talk about the publishing process, whether you choose to publish with a publishing company or whether you choose to self-publish, as I did. So I've published about 10 books with publishing companies, and I've published 2 books self-published, soon 3, because it's the same book but 2 different languages. So it's just same amount of work, paperback, Kindle, and audiobook. So I know all about it, and I can share with you all about it, and I'm going to support you to do it too. So we're going to have time to do that, and then you're going to have plenty of time to write. And during that time, I'm going to be hanging out by the pool or by the restaurant. I don't know. Let's see how I do it. I'm going to be writing myself, but the space will be open for you to come and talk to me. And you can share about your project, you can share about your struggles, about your resistance, about your fears, about your doubts, and everything. And I'm going to coach you. So obviously I cannot coach everyone at the same time, but I believe there is an intelligence at play. And if the group is small enough, we're going to have enough space, because not everyone will want to talk to me at the same exact time. But I'm going to be there all day, or not all day, but like hours, during hours every day for you. And I'm very excited about it, because I do believe that everyone has a very important message to share with the world, and everyone has potentially a great book to give birth to. But not everyone chooses to overcome the resistance that it takes and really go for it. And I want you to go for it, because I know how it feels on the other side. all the books I've written have had a tremendous shift, created a tremendous shift inside of me. Because I wrote those books, I am more able to share with the world fully who I am and what's really important. And you have no idea about how many people I've impacted because of my words. So many people write me every week about books that I've written years ago, and they write me and they say, oh my God, I found your book, it changed my life, and it feels so good to read your words. I feel seen, I feel heard. Thank you so much. And oh la la, this is amazing. Oh la la, this is the French going out. This retreat is also in English, although if I have some French people coming who are not so good at English, I can eventually have another small group in French where I'm going to do Q&As and share like specifically things about French markets and things like that. This is possible. I mean, I can find time to do that during the week. This is a possibility. But also, this retreat will be English speaking. This is 23rd to 30th of July, and there's no application process. So anyone can just register and just choose to book the retreat and come and join us. You can find more information on my website. We're going to link in the description of this episode all the information so that you can figure out which retreat is right for you. If this is not the right time and place, if you can't afford them, I don't like those words. If this is not the right time and place, and maybe you prefer to do that next year or the year after. I also have online offers and other things that you can grasp and that you can choose to do from your comfort of your home and everything. So no FOMO. I don't have other dates yet. As I said, I might create some other things and those might not come back later on because I don't know, maybe I don't want to do that. I want to do something else. So let's see. But I do want to continue working in person in the future. I had originally planned to create my own sanctuary, the Love Sanctuary, with my friends. This is on hold for now because we didn't get the land that we really wanted to get. And also, Thomas and Malvina are having a baby in Sweden, and they will be back at the end of this year. And Fabrice and Umbaya, they're right now in the US, but whenever all of them will come back, we'll buy a land and we'll create our own love sanctuary in a few years. And then we'll have retreats there. But meanwhile, I'm going to do retreats with small circles in my home and other retreats in beautiful resorts. And I'm happy with that. It feels right. This is just beautiful. If you have any questions about the content of the retreats, about what you desire to experience, and if this will be a good match for you, please reach out to us. You can send us an email at ac@anneclairemeret.com, or you can send us a private message on Instagram. This is Tracy, my assistant, and I will respond every day. So just reach out. We're here. I will gladly meet you in Bali, in this beautiful island. And I can't wait to support you, to create your abundance, and to put your best-selling books out there. Much love to you. If you've enjoyed this episode and if you think that these retreats might be a good fit for some friend of yours, please forward it to them. Bye-bye. Have a great day.